Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to another video today. My name is Chris, and today we're going to be doing a final tribute to the Kmart store that was formerly located in Astor Place in New York City, New York. Now, unfortunately, this store did close for the final time today. The rumors for this store closing started circulating around on Friday. It really picked up on Saturday, and finally today, it was officially confirmed. Literally, nobody had any idea. I mean, I knew about it yesterday, but it was officially confirmed today that this Kmart store would be closing for the final time today, which is Sunday, July 11th, 2021. This store has been here since the late 90s. This was the old John Wanamaker's building, and it got taken over by Kmart in the mid to late 90s, so they've been here for quite some time in this particular spot in Lower Manhattan. So anyways, as we move along in the images here, our first clip shows that there is already displays that are gone in the front of the store, which is typically not a good sign at a store that's not closing. I mean, it doesn't say store closing on front, but typically when you take a look at a clue like this, this is definitely not a good sign for this Kmart store. So as we move along to our next image here, we can see that total inventory in blowout and last day of business. So basically, I mean, and this store is fully stocked too, but there is actually plans, sadly, to box up all this merchandise and move it to other Kmart and Sears stores within the New York City area, which include the Kmart store in the two Kmart stores in the Bronx, most likely the Kmart in Westwood, probably the Kmart in White Plains, and probably also the Sears in Jersey City and the Sears in Brooklyn, and maybe the Sears in Massapequa. So I think they're going to send their merchandise to several different stores across New York City, because I don't think all the stores are going to take it unless they're going to send it to just the Sears in Jersey City, New Jersey. But we shall see what happens with that. So anyways, as we move on to our next clip here, it says last day of business, which is today, which is Sunday, July 11th, 2021, which means after the closure of this Kmart, there are only now 17 Kmarts currently that are not liquidating. Again, the Sears number has not changed, but the Kmart number has changed to 17 non-liquidating Kmart stores, and pretty soon I will be coming out with a new non-liquidating Sears and Kmart video of all the map of the stores, so definitely, you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for that, as that will be coming out most likely this week. So anyways, as we take a look at the image here, I'm going to tell you the story of why this store is closing. So apparently Transform Co. was behind on bills for this particular spot at this building of where they were, and they were told by the landlord that they have to immediately leave the building. So the employees now are basically, for the next couple of days, as they are winding down operations, we'll be boxing up all the merchandise, and like I said before, we'll be shipping it to all Kmart and Sears stores in the New York City area within that Kmart and Sears store network of stores. And it's a very small fleet, so I'm sure it'll either be going to 2, if not 3 stores. So anyways, so we'll move on here. There's a couple of other things that I did want to also mention too about this store in particular. And you know, this is the last Kmart for Lower Manhattan. You know, it's an absolute shame that this store is closing and all these people will be or have already lost their job. And this is the last Kmart in the borough of Manhattan. So, you know, it is quite sad, and it's quite bittersweet. You know, the store will certainly be missed for sure. So anyways, so we'll go ahead now and move on to our next picture of what is going on with, or at least the final day of operation of what was going on at Kmart in Astor Place. So as we move along to our next clip here, we can see once again the total inventory blowout and last day of business being today, which is Sunday, July 11th, 2021. Again, nobody really expected this closure. Like I said before, it's very shocking, though, to see this store go, but at the same time, I kind of get why that they want to close this store in particular. Again, it's an absolute shame. This was the last, not the last multi-level one, the last multi-level Kmart in the United States now is that 2-level one in the Bronx. Basically, all of them after that are 1 level. But it is a shame. This was the last 3-level one, at least, in the country. And it's a shame that it had to go, but at the same time, I kind of get why. So anyway, so really the only good deal at this Kmart store was 80% off on refrigerated items only. And I think the reason that they did this was because I don't think they were able to ship refrigerated foods in boxes, as they would melt and they would go bad. So Kmart's better off just selling it for a steal. And I mean, 80% off is a pretty good deal. You'll see a really good deal. I almost kind of wanted to go, but it's New York City, and it's it's not close either. I honestly didn't know that it was going to close right away, and I also had stuff to do this weekend. So, but yeah, I mean, 80% off for super soft pretzels. I mean, that's an absolute steal for that type of frozen foods. You don't find that too often. But again, I mean, this is the last Kmart in the borough of Manhattan. So again, it's an absolute shame that this store is closing in particular. So. And then as you see here in this clip, again, just really total inventory blowout, last day of business. Really, I mean, again, it's a shame. And they did a recent renovation to this store too, so, that's another thing that is really depressing. So, but anyways, so as we move on to our next clip here, this is the front of the Kmart store. I'm sure the letters will be coming down probably early tomorrow morning, and if not, at some point this week. I don't see those letters staying up there for much longer, but that sign is definitely coming down at this point at some time this upcoming week. So, and then of course what we have here was fixtures for sale. It's literally everything must go, because all the employees are packing up the inventory and getting it ready to ship it off to other Kmart stores in particular. So anyways, as we move on to our next picture here, it's just those jobs.kmart, which is jobs.sears.com. And yeah, guys, so that's a tribute to the Kmart store that is located in Astor Place, New York City, New York. Again, to all the employees that are working or that were working at this store, I do wish the absolute best of luck to all the employees on finding a new job after today's unfortunate closure and really abrupt closure of the Kmart store located in Astor Place, New York City, New York. So anyways, guys, that's about going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys want links to all the job postings, please remember to check out the links that are actually located in the previous Kmart video, which you can find on my channel. So anyways, guys, thank you again for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this video, and that will be it.